Children of adult film stars. What was it like growing up? Story 1. There was a kid in my town whose parents made an adult film, but the plot twist is that his mom was pregnant at the time, so you could say he was in the movie too. To top it off, a well-known rapper sampled a sound from the film's opening for one of his songs, played at festivals and on the radio. That must have been tough for him. Story 2. Not quite an adult film star story, more of a homemade one. A kid I went to high school with found a video in his dad's movie collection and started watching it, getting into it. His mom walks in and screams, "That's me, Anthony." For some reason he thought it was hilarious and told everyone. His mom, horrified, confirmed it but was mortified he shared it. Weird kid. Story 3. I knew a kid whose mom was an adult film actress. He didn't want to talk about it, only his best friend knew. His mom was amazing, the kind of parent every teacher loved. She prioritized her kids' education, was heavily involved in school fundraisers, and brought gifts to parent-teacher conferences. She always dressed elegantly at school, and I doubt other parents knew her professional alter ego. The one time the kid and his friend discussed it in front of me, he said he only watched films with actresses from different ethnic groups to avoid stumbling across his mom's videos. Story 4. I went to 3 high schools in 3 states. The "I know your mom from somewhere" line got old fast and caused a lot of fights. The "can I get your mom's stage name?" question was constant. She quit in 2000. That, plus her substance issues, was awful. I didn't have a mom, I had a monster at home. It was all bad. Story 5. Someone at my high school had a mom locally famous for alleged adult videos. Once kids found out, they bullied him relentlessly. He left the country the moment he turned 18 mid-senior year, after legally changing his name. I wasn't in his class, but from what I recall, he hated his mom and was extremely aggressive his final year before running away. Story 6. I realized around 14 or 15 that my mom didn't have a normal job and put 2 and 2 together. Unfortunately, I saw a video she was in. That's how I found out. In 2nd grade, I checked the mail and found 2 photos, one of my mom, one of my stepdad, posing individually, likely for a casting call or something. My mom grabbed them when she saw me looking, and we never talked about it. I'm 27 now. Neither is attractive anymore, and oddly both ended up divorced and in rough shape. I'm pretty sure they didn't get the job. Story 7. One of my best high school friends had a mom who made adult films in the early 90s. I found out after we graduated, but nobody cared much because we all knew her. She'd driven most of us home from parties at some point. She was cool, laid back, but apparently strict with her kids. She passed away a couple of years ago from an illness, which really hit me hard. She was a lovely lady. Story 8. Not my parents, but my friend's mom was a model for motorcycle magazines and similar stuff in the 70s or 80s before he was born. I knew him for 3 years and we never went to his house, only hung out at other friends' places. He never mentioned her modeling, but when I finally visited, his parents were drinking in the living room under a giant poster-sized photo of her, topless, draped over a motorcycle, looking great. He later explained that's why he rarely had friends over. Story 9. As the daughter of a mom who made adult videos in her early 20s, I didn't know until I was 15, so it didn't affect me before then. She later moved to an unrelated career, so I didn't grow up around that world or while she was still in the industry. She's not super famous, so people probably wouldn't recognize her on the street. My cousin told me without showing me anything, and I confirmed it with my mom. Super awkward to say the least. I'm not ashamed, and I don't have any traumatic stories about it, honestly. Story 10. I worked as a house cleaner for a while, and one client was an adult film star. She had posters of all her movies lining the hallway walls. Her kids, maybe 11 and 8, lived there. I can't imagine growing up seeing your mom in extreme poses every day in the bathroom. Story 11. Not my parents, but my sister does it now. My mom found out when her tax return came to our house with a company name tied to a major adult site. My mom got into it just as I was leaving for college. The computer was in my room, and I noticed a new webcam she'd never let me have when I wanted one. I'd find unusual clothes in my closet but let it go since she's messy. I moved to college and didn't think about it. She got divorced and started dating again. When I met her new boyfriend, I was shocked. Huge house, nice car, the works. Touring his house, we entered his office, walls covered with photos of him with women at conventions. That's when I connected the dots. I confronted my mom. Turns out, he owned an adult website and was helping launch her career while dating her. I was stunned. She was the strictest mom growing up. My sister and I talked about it for nights. She cried and begged me not to Google our mom. I never did. Mom's now 51, teaching rope-related classes at conventions across the US, happier than ever. I'm 26, happy for her, and I won't Google her. Story 12. My friend's mom was an adult film star in the late 90s. In high school, kids bullied her about it, watching her videos in front of her during lunch, sparking fights. Her mom would have beaten anyone who mentioned it. Knowing my mom's a star isn't the worst, but realizing I might have been conceived during a scene and never knowing my dad for sure, that's the hard part. My parents' divorce was brutal. My dad, furious at my mom for leaving, did everything to make her look bad. At 9, he found her video online and thought the smartest move was to show it to his kids as proof she was a terrible person. I don't care that my parents had an active sex life or cheated, but that was probably the worst way to explain it. One friend found a video of our friend's mom online, told our group, and had another confirm it. They spread it further. Her son walked in mid-discussion. Everyone went quiet, but one idiot said, "Seen this video? It's new," and sent it to him. We yelled, "No, don't open it." He did, then left. 4 days later, someone printed 600 screenshots of his mom from the videos and scattered them across the school's main hall during lunch. Time passed, and now my friend is a doctor.